Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. So I think it was last week I posted a video about gardening without a plan, and it was super nice. It was a wonderful day because I could kind of just go outside and do what I wanted. Well, I'm back to my old ways. I have a to-do list today. I have a plan for what I want to do, and I'm hoping to get a lot of stuff done today. So this right here has been my January/February gardening to-do list, basically my winter garden to-do list. And I've gotten a lot of stuff done. I've checked off a ton of stuff, but I'm getting to the point now where I want to get all of it done, all of it checked out. So I organized it into different areas of my garden. Hopefully this is interesting for you guys. But basically I have my orchard garden, I have the zigzag planter, that's all done. I have my center island that I need to work on. I have the back garden, which we've really been focusing on, so a lot of that stuff is done. Willow tree garden bed, the long border, which is that one over there on that side. The secret garden, I still have a couple things I need to do, and then just miscellaneous stuff. So my plan for today is just to get started in the orchard garden, because that's probably the area that I haven't done the most. I've done a lot. I have to get this Rise Up Emberays rose pruned. It is blooming already. I am going to cut all these blooms and take them inside because they're absolutely gorgeous. Look at how it's like a sunrise in a bloom. Isn't that beautiful? But it should not be blooming like this right now. So I have to defoliate this, even though there's like no disease on this rose. It looks really good. I'm still going to defoliate this. I want to change out this tutor for the other one that's over there because this rose is obviously getting a lot bigger. So I need to get this done. And then I need to work on this garden bed, which honestly I think is looking very messy. This is my orange and purple garden bed right here. Everything's kind of dormant. Everything needs to be cut back. This is really what I want to get done today. So I'm bare minimum, I'm hoping that I get this garden bed and this rose taken care of, and then if I can get started working in the center island, that would be fantastic. But I have got to adjust this. Now, one thing I do want to say before I get started is I just want to say like, just because I have a to-do list and I want to get a lot of stuff done today, I'm not stressing about it, right? If I don't get to certain things in my garden, it's okay. That's my whole mindset for this year, is that I'm going to try and get to what I want to get to without stressing out about it, because sometimes we can stress out about things that we have to do. And I feel like my garden, your garden, should be a place of joy and a place of, maybe escape from the other things that you have to do that are really pressing and demanding. If I don't get to some of these things, if I don't get to pruning my Rise Up Emberays rose, it's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine. So if you have a lot of stuff to do, I know I'm ahead of pretty much the whole country in the weather, and I do things before everybody. So I'm sure a lot of you are getting to that end of winter, early spring rush. I just want to make sure that you guys are like taking a step back and breathing and relaxing and not getting too stressed. And I'm saying this to you just as much as I'm saying it to myself. Yes, there's a lot of things to do in the garden this time of year, but let's not get too stressed about it. Okay, so my Rise Up Emberays rose is all pruned up. I'm probably going to thin it out a little bit more once I get this tutor. I don't know if you guys can even see this, but here's this tutor right here. This is the one it was on, and it was just a little too small. I thought this rose was going to be smaller than it actually is, which I'm pleasantly surprised. I absolutely love this rose, but I didn't think it was going to get as tall as it has. Like, look at these canes. These canes are, they're taller than I am, right? Which is great. But I just needed, now I think I need a bigger tutor. I know I need a bigger tutor. So I'm switching out this one for this one. You can see the main thing is it's wider. And then what I have learned from the Master Rosarian Linda Knowles is instead of kind of weaving the canes in and out and around, what you want to do is you want to circle the canes all the way around the tutor and let them grow kind of like in a spiral on the outside of the tutor. So when she showed me that, the first thing I thought of was this rose and thinking how I've trained it wrong. So I am going to be working on that now, seeing if I can get this guy fit over these canes without too much damage. I see I've already done a little bit of damage over here on this guy when I was taking the other tutor off, but that's okay. It'll bounce back, no problem. Okay, so here's the thing. I know the concept is right. I know I'm on the right track with the concept. The execution, I'm not totally sure about that, but I've got to move on to other things. I've been working on this rose for almost 2 hours now. I have to move on to other things. So I think the moral of the story is start your rose off right. Start training it right, because the hardest thing for me with this rose is I had to retrain it. It was growing out like this, and I all of a sudden wanted it to grow like this. And a lot of the canes didn't want to do that. So I had to really kind of manhandle the canes. Gosh, I just noticed I'm bleeding. So that's okay. Everything's fine. But I think it looks good. I'm gonna ask Linda Knowles and see what she thinks. I decided at first I was trying to get this over the entire rose, and then I decided just to put it next to the rose to see if I could wrap the whole thing around. But I think you all get the idea, is when you have a rose that's climbing up a tutor, you want it to wrap around the outside. That's your goal. So if you're planting climbing roses with the goal to get them to grow up something like this, think about wrapping it around the outside as opposed to weaving it in and out like I did. And what I could have done, and probably should have done, and saved me an hour and a half, is I could have just chopped it down to 12 inches and just started training this climbing rose over. But I really wanted to save these canes. I had such great growth this past year. I wanted to maintain it as much as I could. So I'll see how it does this year. I'll keep you guys updated. So now I really want to work on this garden bed over here. It just needs some major attention and TLC. I need to cut back a lot of these plants. I need to remulch it. I gotta order some mulch. I have to do that. I have Salvia leucantha over here, the white one. This guy's ready to be cut back. Helen von Stein lamb's ear, Caryopteris over here, Nepeta, Niphophia, and then I have my chiclet orange Tacoma over there. I do want to cut that guy back. It does bloom on new wood, so I don't have to worry about it blooming or anything like that, and it does like a little bit of a prune, not an intense prune, but a little bit of a prune, so I think I'm going to work on that as well. And then I have this guy over here, Verbena de la Mina, beautiful, but look at how lopsided it is. This side it's not blooming at all, and then this side it's completely blooming. So do I want to cut this back? Ugh, I do. I think I want to cut it back. So anyway, just major cleanup in this area needs to be done. So I am back behind my Tacoma, pulling out this chasmanthe that was here when we moved in, and I cannot get this thing out of my garden. It is quite a beast of a plant, and last year I cut it back, and I thought that that would kind of slow it down, and I think that I just kept it going. It's obviously extremely happy here. So I've told you guys this before. I was trying to decide if this was chasmanthe or crocosmia. They're both very, very similar looking plants, but this is definitely chasmanthe because this one blooms during our rainy winter season, whereas crocosmia, one, doesn't really grow that much around here, and two, it blooms more during the summer. So this is a chasmanthe, and I am working on getting it out of this garden because I think it makes it look kind of messy back here. Here's a look at the blooms. It's a very pretty plant. I like it. It's pretty. It's just not right for this spot. I mean, it's obviously incredibly happy in this spot, but I just don't like it here. It is a carnivorous plant, if you guys can believe it. I guess they trap insects in these little tube things and then slowly digest them, which I didn't know. I thought that was really interesting. But you can see the weeds from next door. They kind of come in here and they got all messed up with this chasmanthe, and I can't really tell the difference until it's, you know, really out of control. So I'm going to try and clean it up as much as I can. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself. I've been out here for 4 hours and I think it looks great. It looks bare, but it looks like it's ready for a bunch of new growth. And I'm really glad I got that chasmanthe out because that was bugging me a lot. So I still have a lot more work to do in this area, but I got the important things done. I got this area cut back, which it really, really needed. So now when we come in and we mulch it, I'm gonna be able to mulch all around the plants, all around the perennials and the shrubs, and it's going to look a lot better once we mulch it. I did not get the Verbena de la Mina pruned, also I still have to do that, but I did get this Rise Up Emberays rose pruned, which was really, really important. So it's kind of a hard after because I think it actually looks worse, but in just a few short weeks, we're going to get really warm here very quickly. You can see the almond trees are blooming. Everything is looking gorgeous. My Rose of Sharon is starting to get new foliage on it. Everything is starting to come to life. So I just felt like it was really important for me to get out here and finish up my pruning. Still have a little bit more to go, but I can check a lot of things off my to-do list today. So that's it for me today. I am forcing myself to go and do my other responsibilities in life, like laundry and grocery shopping and all that fun stuff. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.